The Start, Chapter 1. The Earth started the first forms of oxygen. And now the climate temperature started cooling down as climate changes. Finally, after 1.2 billion years, the Earth is 1.2 billion years, and this is how water formed. A sample of pillow basalt, a type of rock formed during an underwater eruption, was recovered from the isᴴᴰ greenstone belt. Chapter 2. Animals by Asrarul Haque. The first animals were the Edicarians. They lived about 600 million years ago. As other animals came like trilobite, they were like horseshoe crabs and Sprigina. And Charnia, including Kimberella. These were the first animals. As the next era started to come, it's the last 20 million years. It's the Cambrian era now. As the Earth has changed, as more new things happened, the climate started warming as the temperature increased very highly from 1200 F. That's when only some small micro-animals and some trilobites existed, to Cambrian that was hotter at 69 to 86 F, allowing much more animals to start. As the trilobite indeed managed to survive other animals like Anomalocaris and Archaeocyathea, including Microdictyon and Paradoxides, and there is Vetulicolia, much more life forms also, and a lot more animals existed in this area. Not only these and animals were more body structures. In the Cambrian, the continents were grouped into two major supercontinents. Laurentia. This supercontinent included what is now North America, Greenland, and parts of northwestern Scotland. It was situated near the equator. Gondwana. This supercontinent was located in the southern hemisphere and included what is now South America, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, and the Indian subcontinent. During the Cambrian period, several significant events occurred across various domains, from geological and climatic to biological and ecological. 1. Geological and tectonic activity. Formation of supercontinents. Laurentia and Gondwana were the major supercontinents during the Cambrian. Laurentia, situated near the equator, experienced relatively stable conditions, while Gondwana began to break up towards the end of the Cambrian. Formation of oceans and seas. The Cambrian saw the development of shallow seas and extensive oceanic regions. This facilitated the spread of marine life and created diverse habitats. 2. Climatic conditions. Warm climate. The Cambrian period was characterized by a greenhouse climate with high levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Global temperatures were relatively warm, which contributed to the expansion of marine environments and the thriving of early life forms. Stable climate. There were no major ice ages or extreme climate fluctuations during this period, leading to relatively stable and warm conditions that supported the Cambrian explosion. 3. Biological and ecological developments. Cambrian explosion. This period is famous for the Cambrian explosion, a rapid diversification of life that began around 541 million years ago. This event led to the emergence of many major animal phyla, including early forms of arthropods, mollusks, and chordates. Marine life. The Cambrian period was dominated by marine life, with the development of complex ecosystems. Early trilobites, brachiopods, and arthropods were among the most prominent life forms. Reef-building organisms like early sponges and corals began to establish themselves. Burgess Shale. The Burgess Shale in Canada is a famous fossil site from the Cambrian period, providing a detailed record of the diverse and intricate marine life that existed during this time. 4. Evolutionary innovations. Development of hard parts. Many organisms developed hard parts such as shells and exoskeletons during the Cambrian, which contributed to the fossil record and offered protection from predators. Complex body plans. The Cambrian period saw the emergence of complex body plans and increased biological diversity, laying the foundation for future evolutionary developments. 5. Environmental changes. Shallow seas. The Cambrian period featured extensive shallow seas, particularly around the equator, which provided ideal conditions for the proliferation of marine life. Oxygen levels. The rise of oxygen levels in the oceans, possibly due to photosynthetic activity, supported the increased metabolic demands of more complex organisms. In the Middle Cambrian, places started moving around.